Have it open the hard copy itself. Keep it handy. Have you guys opened the book? You guys have the hard copies, right?
Yes, sir.
I will be displaying, as well as I request you guys to have hard copy as well, because it write few things. Okay, this is outline they have given: background, indirect taxes, pre-tax structure, post-tax structure, lesson roundup, glossary, test yourself, list of further readings, other references. I don't think this chapter is relevant from the examination point of view also. Max to max, 1 mark question may come for old scheme. Maybe for the new scheme, they may ask. 1 second. Is it? They may ask what is dual GST module, and few things. Let me discuss few things. Dual model GST is nothing but the state government as well as central government both levy the tax, same rate of tax on the supply of goods or services. That is called as dual model. Dual model means what? Even the state government and central government both levy the same rate of tax on the supply of goods or services. That is called as dual levy. Okay, they may ask this question: what is meant by dual levy? You guys need to answer that. For the whole scheme, since it is a multiple choice, they have given the alternatives. You need to tick the appropriate ones. Okay, and you guys may be knowing it from 1st July 2017. Okay, almost 6 years gone. 7 years, 17 to 18, 18 to 19, 19 to 20, 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23, 6 years gone. Now, 7th year is running, and still most of the law has not been settled. Still many amendments will be happening. Right? Okay. Then before moving to this one, let me just glance through some of the on them ask question for new scheme. What are the taxes which is subsumed? That means which have been included in the GST. Please go through these 2 slides. It's purely theory. I don't think there is anything explained in this. Only you need to by heart few things. Okay, only that much. I don't think those are all that important. Okay, now from here we will have to start. Basic of goods and services tax. GST means goods or services tax. GST will start. The GST model where I told you, no, it's in this. Next, before I proceed, Bitcoin as GST Goods and Services. Learn few definitions. Have the link ready before the GST is the subject name, which is nothing but goods and services tax. We need to learn few definitions. Definite questions will be there. Questions will come from these definitions. Okay. After this, we start the learning after learning few definitions. Okay. And I don't want to discuss all these things now. As the day progresses, we have to face all these things. We have to learn. Okay. Meaning of GST. GST means goods and services tax. It is a destination based tax. What is it? Destination. What does it mean? Destination based tax means, example, we are in Karnataka and your supplier is in Tamil Nadu. Assume whatever the supplier means any goods or services, whatever it is. When you purchase anything from Tamil Nadu, you will pay the tax to the Tamil Nadu. But where the goods are going to be consumed or received, that state will enjoy the tax. That means that tax will come to that state. Okay, destination based tax means where the goods and services are finally consumed. Destination based tax is the tax based on the destination or consumption of goods or services. It is different from origin based taxation. Origin means, in our case, origin is this one, destination is this one, because you have purchased from Tamil Nadu, you are paying the tax to the Tamil Nadu, but the tax enjoy will be Karnataka government. Okay, that is called as destination based tax. I don't think there is additional explanation is required. Next, it is a dual model. What is meant by dual model? It said both state government and the central government both levy tax on the same supply. Assume you guys may have gone to hotels, no? If you go to hotel, if you have seen the bill, or not hotel, if you take any provision stores where you have gone and where you have received the bill, there is two component, CGST, SGST component will be there. CGST is nothing but central government tax, SGST is nothing but state government tax. Central goods and services tax, state goods and services tax, both will be same. If this is 6%, this is also 6% only. These two should not be different. Okay, that is called as model. And G removes cascading effect. Which effect it removes? It removes cascading effect. Cascading effect means it avoids that. Means if like there are so many suppliers or so many recipients, one person supplies, another person will receive. This person may supply to another person. He becomes a supplier, he becomes a receiver. Whatever the value added by this person, on that value addition only GST will be levied, not on the value added by this person on this goods. Example, you have purchased a good for ₹100. You process on it, and the process cost comes to 120. Total comes to process cost comes to 20. Total cost comes to 120. This 120 will be supplied to another person, another manufacturer or someone. He does the value addition of ₹40. Total value of the product comes to 160. He does some other value. He sells the goods to some other manufacturer or another person. He does the value addition of again 40. Total value of the goods comes to 200. Okay. Now this 200 goods will be sold to the ultimate consumer. Ultimate consumer will pay tax on this 200. What I mean to say, whatever the value added, only on that value added only be levied the GST. Initially, it will be levied GST on this ₹100. When you value added, it will be only on this value added only you will levy the GST. That means to say you will collect the GST on 120, but you take the credit of the GST on ₹100 whatever you have paid. That means on only the difference you liable to pay GST. Again, you have sold this to 120 and the another supplier or manufacturer has done some processing on that. The value addition comes to ₹40. The cost of the material will be 160. This 160 he will sell. On this 160 the GST will be levied, but it will be levied on the 40 only. That manufacturer will have the privilege of taking the input, whatever the tax paid on this 120, and on 160 whatever he collects, the difference will be paid to the government. In nutshell, it will be only on the 40 he will liable to pay GST. Again, he will sell at 160, and the another manufacturer who does some processing on that, the value addition comes to 40. The value of the product becomes 200. This product will be sold to ultimate consumer. From them, the GST will be collected. He will collect the GST and he will set off the GST whatever he has paid. The only balance of the value GST will be paid. That will be equal to whatever the value added by him will only he is liable to pay GST. Understood? If there is a chain of movement of goods or services, normally the service may not be having the movement on the goods. This is first supplier, second supplier, third supplier, fourth supplier. sold goes to me. I sell goes to some other person. Some other person will sell the goods to another one. Another person will sell the goods to the ultimate consumer. Finally, when you sell the goods to me, it costs me only 100 rupees. Assume that only I am taking GST rate 12%. 12% GST rate, both inclusive. Both inclusive means CGST, SGST, both including 12%. What I will do? I will collect 12 rupees from you. Will collect 12 rupees from me, and you will pay this 12 rupees to the government. I will all in the same rate. Okay, let it be simple way. I value added and my cost comes to 120. Assume that selling price is also 120 for our convenience. Okay, what I will do? I will sell this goods to X person. I purchase from you. I value added rupees 20, and I put the value addition, like I put some materials, I involved some labors, and I incurred some overheads. Everything it costs 20 rupees. The product cost and the sale price is also same. Assume 120. Now I will collect 14.2, 14.4, but I will pay to government only 2.4. 2.4 is nothing but on the value addition of this 20. Are you guys getting? No?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
In the same way that another person purchased from me at 120, he does some value addition. He incurred some material, labor, everything. Value addition. After value addition, he sold to another person at 160. He collects 19.2 rupees from that person, but he will end up paying only 4.8, which is nothing but 4.8 is nothing but on the value addition of 40. Understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Like this. Like this. If you see, total GST is how much? 24 rupees. Okay. How much is the last person is collecting the GST? When it is sold to the ultimate consumer, he will collect 24, which is nothing but all this. Initially 12 rupees on this 100. On each value addition, whatever is there, that will be the total GST impact on the product. The ultimate consumer will collect, ultimate supplier will collect from the consumer, and he will set off 19.2. He will pay only 4.8 to the government, which is nothing but whatever the value added by him of rupees 40 is he is going to pay tax. Hence, what I mean to say here, in this way, the GST has removed the cascading effect on the tax on tax, cascading effect on the product. That means, have you ever seen this 100 rupees is taxing again here? Is this 100 rupees is taxing again here? No. Why? Because even though it is tax, you have the ITC, which is available to be set off. That means only on the value addition you are collecting the tax in nutshell. Understood? this is what? It's by cascading effect. GST in state and union means central government. Both the levy tax express. Okay, I'm skipping all these things. Please go through all these things. You will best everyone. Please go through. There are four kinds of levy: CGST, SGST, UTGST, and IGST. Okay, this is central government, state government, union territory, and this is integrated. Okay, when let me explain now itself. When supply happens within state or union territory, when this supply happens, supply means supply of goods or supply of services. I will tell you everything. We will learn in detail few things. Okay, just before I start, I am setting the things so that you can understand easily. When supply happens within the state or union territory, if it is within the state, the CGST and UTGST will be levied. Okay, I will tell you how many union territories are there, what is the type of levy, everything we will going to discuss. Just the overview I am giving. If supply happens between two states or two union territories or one state and one union territory. That means if supply happens between Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra or Karnataka in that case the supply is happening between the two states or one state and the one union territory. In that case, IGST will be levied. That means these two or this one and this one will be integrated. Integrated means combined together and only one levy will be levied. Unlike this, 12% of IGST will be levied. 12% directly IGST. It will not be bifurcated CGST and SGST like. That is called as integrated GST. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So how much did you say will be levied?
Sorry?
How much did you say will be levied, sir?
It will be levied in total 12%. See, it will be different for different supplies. I'm just taking an example. When there is supply between the two states or between two units or one state and one unit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is what they are given. UTGST levied union territories. I will not go into now interstate and interstate. When there is a requirement, then I will tell. Otherwise, as of now, please ignore. Everything will come. Someone please page 92, page number write down some, page number 592, please write down somewhere. I will ask you when I start the chapter. Okay, then we have to come back to this slide, to this page. Then we need to learn few things. Maybe another 2 or 3 classes, we are going to come to this page again. Now we are starting with the main subject. From here it starts. Okay, whatever we have discussed here is all the overview. You need to know how many types of levies are there, what is dual model, how the tax will be levied, and what is meant by cascading effect. We all understood as of now at least 0.1%. Okay, from now onwards we have to learn few things. I will only discuss which is relevant from the examination point of view, the theory part. Done. And you guys need to know few theories. Understand the meaning it is given in the law. Okay, first one, which subject we are talking about? What is the subject name?
GST.
Sorry? GST. GST means what?
Indirect tax.
GST means what?
Goods and services
Goods
tax.
and services tax. Goods and services tax is an indirect tax. Indirect tax means the burden of the tax will be on the ultimate consumer of the goods or services. Okay? Direct tax means the person who earns the income will pay tax. But indirect tax, the tax burden will be on the ultimate consumer. That means ultimately it will be on us. The tax will be there. That is indirect tax. Okay. Few things we need to know. First one, goods, section 2, clause 52. 2 clause 52, that is the definition of the goods. They are not given the definition of goods. Have you guys seen anywhere?
So,
It is there.
yeah.
They are not in order, meaning that's the problem. Okay. You are not sections. Please don't write until and unless you guys are confident of writing the section. Okay, for dual scheme, there is no scope at all to write the section. I am mentioning this one for the new scheme. Okay, goods. Goods means okay, they mentioned like this. Goods means all kind of movable property. Now we need to understand every bit of these things. What is meant by movable property? Malini, Gahana, and who else? Maybe Pooja, who is from non-commerce.
Yes.
And commerce also. What is meant by movable property?
It might be a car.
Which you can take it from one place to another place is called as movable. Okay. Okay. Every kind of movable property, they told every kind. That means it includes everything. Every kind of movable property other than money. Please open bracket other than. From other than, open the bracket other than money and securities, but includes. You close the bracket after securities. Movable property, but includes actionable claims. Actionable claims means if you take any action to claim, that is called as actionable claims. Growing crops. Growing crops means what? Growing crops.
Standing crops.
The trees, grass, everything. Okay. Growing crops, grass and things attached to and forming part of the land which are agreed to be severed before supply or under a contract of supply. All these things are covered under the GST. Now, let me throw some light on these things. Okay, normally agricultural product are out of GST. Okay, agriculture product, there is no GST. If you go and buy vegetables, fruits, it is not liable to GST. Okay. Grass and things attached to and forming part of the land. Things attached to and forming part of the land. Okay. Which are agreed to be severed. That means before it is removed from the tree or from the crop, if you have entered into an agreement with someone that you will sell this crop or sell this fruits or vegetables, that becomes taxable when before it is severed means before it is removed from the crop. If you have an agreement with any person to sell, for which if you have received any consideration, before severance, it becomes supply. I have not come to the what is the meaning of supply. We are understanding only the goods. Okay, please understand. Example. Now, which fruit season is going on? Normally, from last April to this, which fruit season?
Mangoes, sir.
Okay. From where you get the mangoes? From tree. Right. Someone will grow the between, you are the middleman. What you will do, you will go to that farmer. He has 500 mango trees, and you will enter into an agreement with him that you have to sell entire mango to me only. I will give this much of amount. Whatever the contract you enter between you and him, that contract is taxable. That contract means that is treated as supply, that is taxable. Okay? If at all the farmer only cuts the mangoes from the tree and he brings to the market and he only sells, then there is no GST. Are you guys understanding the thin difference between these two? Yes or no? Let me explain. If the mangoes are cut by the farmer who is growing that one, and he brings to the market and he only sells in the market, then there is no GST. If that farmer has sells the tree, I mean to say sells the fruit while it was in the tree itself, that transaction becomes liable to GST. That is what? Which are agreed to be severed. It is given before supply. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will not go in depth into this because we are going to learn few things going forward about this. Okay. This is about goods. Goods covers everything except money and securities. Money is also goods, no? Money is also can be movable, no?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it movable? Yes. That is excluded. Only money is excluded. But if you take any consideration in exchange of money, that consideration is taxable. Now we getting the confusion. How? Example, you are a money exchanger, authorized dealer of currencies. Okay? Not Bin Laden, Biden will come to you and he wants Indian rupees for $10,000. Assume that for our understanding, $1 costs 100 rupees. 10,000 into 100 is how much? If dollar is 100 rupees per dollar,
10 lakhs.
10,000 means how much?
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs. What you will do? You will take from him 10 lakhs 20,000. What is the difference? This 20,000 you have taken extra, no? That 20,000 is liable to GST. This is the consideration you are receiving for exchanging the currency from one form to another form. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
There is a problem on this in valuation. In valuation chapter, you have foreign exchange transactions. You have problem for new scheme as well as the old scheme. You will get for old scheme maybe 1 marks. For the new scheme, you may get for 5 marks question on this valuation of foreign currency dealer. On what it is GST is levied? On the consideration part. For converting from one form to another form, if there is any consideration, that will be chargeable to GST. This is nothing but commission. This is nothing but commission. Understood? Simple way, goods covers everything. Now you see these services. Please understand few things. Here they are given movable. That means what is excluded here?
Money and securities.
Apart from that,
Immovables.
immovable is excluded. Who told this? Shantamurthy sir?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Immovable is excluded. Remember this point. Next, services means anything other than goods. What does it mean? I am not hearing any voice from Kusuma, Malini, Gahana. Are you guys understanding?
Yes, sir.
Because you guys are more law-oriented persons. I need input from you guys more on this. What does it mean? Goods, services means anything other than goods. What is the meaning of this sentence or the word? I mean sentence. That means what is not covered here, it will be covered automatically in service mean, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Few seconds back I asked, what is meant by this? What is not included in this? Shantamurthy sir told immovable property is not covered. Okay? That means is when you sell the immovable property, will it be covered under services?
Yes. Yes.
By virtue of definition, yes. By virtue of definition, yes. Okay? Now tell me, land, building. Is it service or goods? Land and building. Generally, not with the definition wise. Land means what? Where you can construct, grow everything. Okay, that is land. Which you can see, touch, right?
Yes.
The land you can see and touch. Building you can see and touch. That means it becomes automatically goods. Goods means which you can see and touch. Service you cannot see and touch. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then when in common sense these two becomes goods, when these two becomes goods, in goods it has been excluded, but in definition of service anything other than goods is covered. Hence we should ideally take it as service, right? That means when you sell land, you should pay GST ideally as service. When you sell building, ideally you should pay GST on building, right? Yes or no, as per the definition. But government has given the clarification, the service doesn't include include the immovable property. Immovable property, when there is a transactions happens between the two person before completion certificate is received. If you sell the property, then only it becomes service. After obtaining the completion certificate, if you sell the property, then there is no service component involved. It becomes exempt from GST. We will learn all these things. Okay. See, service means anything other than goods, money and securities, but includes activities relating to use of money. Use of money means this one. And this is service component. Use of money or its conversion. We have converted now dollar to rupees. On its conversion by cash or any other mode from one form dollar to currency, one form or one currency or one denomination to another form currency or denomination for which a separate consideration is charged. Separate consideration means this. This becomes liable to GST. Which one? This one. Okay, that's what the meaning of services is given. Okay, they are not given in one way, in one place. It becomes very difficult. Hence, I will open my this one. See, goods, service. Okay, understand what is to be export of goods. Export of goods means what? Taking out of India to a place outside India. Export means what? Anything which you take it outside India is called as export, right?
Yes, sir.
That is export, taking out of India to a place outside India. Now, what is meant by India? We all understood in tax also. India means territory of India as defined in articles of the Constitution, territory of India. And its territorial waters, seabed and subsoil underlying such waters. I told you no, up to 12 nautical miles, that one. Continental shelf, exclusive economic zone or any other maritime zone as referred to in territorial waters, continental shelf, exclusive economic zone and other maritime zones act 1956. And airspace above its territory and territorial water is called as India. I explained that also. India means what? I think I draw the graph picture also. Okay, it is India. Next, export of goods is this one. Export of goods is out of GST. It is not in the purview of GST. It will be covered in customs. Goods export and import is covered under customs. Only the service of import and export is under GST. What is that? Export of goods and import of goods is under customs. Understood? Okay. That means export of service. Export of service means supply of any service when location of the supplier, LOS means supplier, S means supplier, location of the supplier. That means if you are providing the services and you are exporting that service, your location should be in India. The recipient of the service should be outside India. Place of supply should be outside India. And you should receive the consideration in convertible foreign exchange. And you and the recipient are not mere establishment of a distinct person. That means you are not doing any supply to your other establishment. That means your branch or any other thing. Okay, that will be termed as export of service. Please remember this definition. It is very important. This export of service definition is important with respect to refund calculations. This export of service is very, very important. Okay, understood? Export of service means what? Location of the supplier is in India. Recipient should be outside India. Place of supply should be outside India. The consideration for the supply of service should be in the convertible foreign exchange, and it should not be given mere establishment of the distinct person. Okay, then it will be termed as export of service. Few definitions. It will be boring, I know. Please bear with me. Once we go to section 7 of the chapter, I think once I complete this one, I will go to that. Another 2 or 3. Zero rated supply. Zero rated supply means it is also a rate, but mentioned as zero. That means zero is also a number. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you do an export of goods or services, for export of goods, obviously GST will not be levied. Export of services, you can invoice the service recipient by mentioning the value of GST is zero. That means export will always be zero. What is the logic behind export GST is zero? Because you need to increase the export so that you will get foreign exchange, no? Yes or no? When you encourage the export, you get the foreign exchange. Once you get the foreign exchange, your what is that, sir? Balance of payment, foreign reserves. Foreign reserve will be more in India. Hence, India will be in a better position, right? For that very reason, for export of services, GST will be considered as zero. That you need to claim it. I will supply the service and I am exporting it and I am quoting the GST as zero. You need to make an application. Once it is permitted, you need to export. Supply of goods or services to SEZ developer or SEZ unit is also zero rated supply. SEZ developer means special economic zones. In India, there are many. Infosys is also one of the SEZ. If you go to Whitefield, there are plenty of SEZ. The companies, whoever established companies, most of them are in SEZ zone. Okay, that means they do the software development, they export the software development to foreign countries, or they provide the maintenance services, AMC services to the software. That is also called as the export of services. Hence, that is also be treated as zero rated supply. Please remember these things. I will explain everything. Most of the times it will be keep repeating. When I say export of service, you need to remember at least one or two items in the sense one or two words at least. It will be zero rated supply. Most of the cases it will be applicable only to services, and SEZ developer and SEZ units it is applicable. Okay.